Thank you for joining us on another marvelous episode of DadDimes.
Marvelous. That's so fancy.
Marvelous.
This isn't going to be like a fancy show.
I'm getting pretty fancy.
This isn't Pinkies Up. We're not going to have some marvelous whiskey.
Marvelous, darling. Listen here, see?
Listen here, see?
Look here, see?
So we're getting closer.
Look here, see?
Look here. No, man, this is going to be a good one. I'm excited. We've been holding on to this one for a while. We haven't, breached, entered. I don't know.
We haven't broken into
the Irish whiskey
market.
Irish
whiskey market, yeah.
But this one was a recommendation. This was a fan recommendation.
Yep.
And we're excited to try it. This one is Proper 12.
Proper 12.
It's not English proper.
Oh, bloody proper. Proper 12.
This is Irish whiskey. Proper 12. It's kind of famous.
It was
by a guy.
I think it's still famous because of that guy. This was the Conor McGregor whiskey, which then I believe he sold most of his shares to Proximo Spirits. Which owns 1800 Tequila, Cuervo, Three Olives Vodka, and I think Tin Cup and Pendleton. Yeah.
Which is delicious, by the way.
Is it?
I mean, I think so. They added it to their repertoire.
That's
what happened with Stranahan's. Stranahan's was bought out by Cuervo, so
also owned by Proximo Spirits.
Yeah, which makes sense because Tin Cup would have been a Stranahan's product as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all just one big portfolio that's owned by one big conglomerate that does its thing. But you know what? It's cool. I'm excited for it. This is a 4-year.
Aged 4 years in some bourbon barrels.
Triple distilled. Relatively good price. I mean, this thing was $20.
20. I mean, you can't beat $20.
No. I mean, I can tell you whether or not we could beat $20. I mean, it's either going to be good, and we're like, oh yeah, go spend $20 and enjoy some Prop 12, or
it's going to be either a Blue Note, where it's like, hey, I'll pay that.
Blue Note was worth. Well, I mean, but see, we promoted Blue Note, and then all of a sudden it's a $40 bottle, and then I went in, and I was like, oh, $45, huh? And you go in again, and you're like, oh, $55, huh? You must have heard it on DadDimes, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, we're going to go ahead and gouge our customer.
Assholes.
So we're still going to give you our honest opinion. We're excited for it. It's Proper 12.
Proper 12.
40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. So I don't know if it's going to do the job, but we're going to try.
I think it'll do the job.
Man, we're going to give it a try.
This one should have vanilla, honey, and toasted wood notes.
Well, I'm all about getting that toasted wood.
Yeah, you are. That's why we're friends.
That's where it's at. You got to toast it. However, have you noticed? That was good. That was a good cork pop.
Yeah, it was. Veronica joined us on TikTok.
Yeah.
Thank you, Veronica.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I see Lala Salas was saying, hey, DadDimes, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. That's why we do this on Wednesdays, is because we know, man, this week we got to this point. I don't know if I'm going to make it. DadDimes is going to get me through, and then the rest of the week, man, it's just a breeze.
It's just downhill from there.
That's what we do here on DadDimes.
Downhill sledding. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme.
It's DadDimes time? Yeah.
Cool runnings.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be cool, but I'm in. I love it. Let's do it.
Smells good.
I mean, it smells like what? Ooh, no, it doesn't. Initially, I was like, oh, it smells like bourbon.
Doesn't smell like bourbon.
No, it doesn't. Wow.
It's sweet.
It smells super sweet.
Maybe that's the honey. I've been hanging around you most of the day, so I think it's I don't know if I'm picking up the whiskey sweetness or your sweetness.
Oh, I appreciate that. No, it's vanilla notes.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't.
My nose
smell
is slightly clogged. I ran out of allergy medicine, and I forgot to get them.
I could take care of you if you need to. I got some upstairs.
Thanks, Daddy.
Well, it's Papa.
I thought you were going to say, Daddy takes care of his bitches.
I would never say that. It's dose, by the way. It's not Dad, it's dose. Okay. We got to make sure this is it. We were talking about the Weller 12-year.
Yeah.
And we couldn't, and see, you could see it here. You could see this is how a whiskey should look. It is actually thick and ready to be enjoyed. The Weller 12, the word for it was, we're saying viscosity. It wasn't, no. It was density.
Yeah.
It did not have the proper density of a liquid.
Yeah.
This is what a whiskey should look like. It is beautiful. It's amazing. And it says, drink me, my precious.
Mine says swallow me. Is that weird?
I mean, you know,
Deborah, thanks for joining us.
You got to do what you got to do, man. That's all where we're at. Yeah, what's up, Deborah? This is an Irish whiskey.
Yep.
It's delicious.
Smokiness.
It's smoky, yeah. After this, we're probably going to box. I mean,
yeah. Well, it's Conor McGregor, so box probably.
Like
He's
cage, are you going to cage fight? I mean, I don't know. He's not.
I brought my Vaseline, so.
I brought the lube.
Lube? You brought fucking lube? Such a good movie.
I mean, we're going back in time right now. I love it. It's good.
It's good.
What are your notes? What are you thinking?
Let me try it again.
Tastes like burning, but not bad.
I don't get the burn really at all.
It's not like a high proof burn. It's just like a, I don't know.
Some smoke. No, I definitely pick up on the smoky wood.
Yeah.
There's a sweetness to it. I don't know if I'd classify that as the honey or the vanilla.
Yeah.
But
I'll put this in. So we're honored to share this with you and proud to donate to first responders for every bottle sold.
Oh, nice.
All right. So that's another thing in the bucket over there. I'm happy with that. It says it's smooth and balanced.
I get that.
Malted barley. That's the taste. Strong malted barley taste. It's
Oh yeah, that's the malt.
Yeah,
right there.
it's in the back of it. It's good. It's good.
It's good.
You know what? What's up, Stacy? What we do here on DadDimes, we talk about whiskey. We do our reviews. We're gonna do our whole spiel like we do every single episode. Which, by the way, this is episode
16,
season 2, episode 16. We're getting closer to 50, and then 52. Two big milestones for this show.
We got exciting news for the next podcast. Well, I don't know if it's new. We got an exciting episode.
I'm excited for the next episode.
Podcast. Yeah. I don't know if you guys could tell. I know you could tell mine, but with the coloration of Justin's beard, you got to really get in there.
It's getting in there though. It's
coming in.
Yeah, it's actually nice. Longer than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Before I got not upset with it yet. I mean, I roll over. I'm like, what's that? Oh, it's a beard. Okay, that's cool.
What's the wife think?
I mean, every time I ask her, she said that is the coolest thing ever. Just keep growing.
That's what I heard.
Do what you need to do. You need to keep this thing growing as long as you can. And that is not what she said. She said,
I thought she said you look like a young Johnny Depp.
I'm pretty sure she said you need to sleep with one eye opened or one ear because all you're gonna hear is. Bzz.
My wife said I never look sexier.
That is also not true. She said, I hate this stage. It's so prickly.
I mean, you hear what you want to hear. I hear what I want to hear.
We got to hear.
I'm pretty sure my wife said.
But the beard off is going.
I've never seen you more sexy.
And you know what? I was asked, why aren't you waiting until November, then do the entire month of November? I'm like, because it started when DJ shaved his beard. So,
yeah.
I mean, we're not going to just do it over again.
Yeah.
No, so we're just gonna get a head start. We're gonna get a solid.
I definitely ain't gonna shave again.
45 days of growth, and we're gonna see. I don't know. So what's the end result gonna be? Are we gonna do like a length?
I mean, I guess length.
Yeah, but do we measure it from underneath? Do we measure it from here?
I always measure from underneath because it makes you feel better.
makes it look better.
Yeah. I think length and then volume.
Volume.
Length and volume is the two factors.
We're gonna need some judges.
We're gonna need some judges.
Okay.
So anybody on the DadDimes
Yeah, you want to come be a judge, man? We're gonna have this out here. It's a big deal. You know, we're doing it for charity.
We'll have Kirkland waters for you guys when you come out.
Seltzer waters.
Seltzer waters.
You got a few of those left.
Couple of them. Rob joined. Cheers, fellers.
Cheers.
Thanks for joining us, Rob. Jayana, have your DadDimes viewers vote for the better beard.
That's not because it's imbalance. Your mom is always gonna vote for you.
My mom said you were the most handsomest boy on the podcast.
I mean, that's true because you look like a baby. Now you're growing the beard back.
Yeah, that's true. Now I look like probably a young Brad Pitt.
No.
Not quite Jason Momoa yet. Let's get in there.
You look like Tom Cruise, maybe? I don't know. I think you could do some impossible missions.
I think I could too.
I feel as though we could do it.
I was going to do the 007 theme, I think. I don't remember. What's Mission Impossible's theme?
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun,
no, I was going to do it.
Yeah.
That's
it. What's up, Scooter? Welcome, Scooter.
Josh joined. What's up, Josh? How's it going? It's been a long day today, I'll tell you that much.
You've been here, there, and everywhere.
Yep. Here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah. You've been on Zooms, you've been on calls, you've been in persons, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I got to go and do some stuff and some things and
come back
and lose.
Yeah, and lose.
Have some gaming in.
Couple.
Yeah, I'm slightly disappointed.
I mean, we didn't lose. We were cheated.
I think every single game we got cheated on. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. But you know, we're looking forward to, I'm looking forward to the next man. Man, I don't want to do that anyway. Anyway, we're going to get back on task because DadDimes is where we're at. We love DadDimes. We like talking about what's going on in this world. And I want to tell you something that was kind of miraculous.
What?
The Broncos won again.
I mean...
Go ahead. We're going to have to hit it on and then off. Sports news.
Another Broncos win, and this one was not even close. The Denver Broncos went into New Orleans. Sean Payton's first time going back to his former team.
Yep.
And we beat them like they stole something.
I don't know if you say that anymore.
Why? When I stole stuff, my mom beat me.
I don't think she ever did.
Mom, you could...
She's not on.
You know what my mom did?
She's not on.
I got caught stealing. She made me go back to the grocery store and return it.
Did you have to pay for it?
I didn't have to pay for it. I was in kindergarten, first grade. Yeah. And then when I got home, she beat me.
You kind of deserved it.
Thief. I put it back.
Thief. Shame.
And now my conscience won't...
Shame.
But I could leave the store and have sodas under my cart, and I'm like, oh, I didn't pay for that.
Yeah.
Shit, Jesus is watching. I got to go back and pay for this. I'll be back, and I'll go pay for those sodas because I can't take them because my mom beat the shit out of me when I was a kid. See, she said, yes, I'm on. Yes, I beat the shit out of him.
Deserved it. But he's such a cute little handsomest of boys.
Yeah.
So, I go back and forth.
About stealing?
So throughout time, God.
My ancestors took a land or two.
I mean, took all the land.
Hit the boobalin.
Hang on. Well, no, I'm going to forget to go back. Hang on a second. Let's go back in time of what we used to do. Is it this one?
There it is.
So if I go to a bank,
mm-hmm.
I mean, you interact with the teller.
Mm-hmm.
And you say, okay, I need $1,300 withdrawn, $200 withdrawn, $40. I think for mine it was like $22 because I was broke. She gave me like $47, and I was like, hey. I counted it. I'm like, ooh, do I keep the extra $25? Because hey, she gave it to me, right? If their tills are wrong, they get fired.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I can't like ruin someone else's life.
Yep.
Give it back. Makes me feel better. Hopefully they're still employed or they made the mistake again and then, fate was not in their world.
Yeah. They should probably...
I remember one time I went to a liquor store back in the day, broke as hell, and I went to buy a kegerator. And it was like $97. And when they scanned it, it came up like $20. They scanned it. I paid for it, and I walked out.
I don't think that's stealing at all.
I felt like terrible about it because I'm like, all right, so it was mistagged. I know how much it was, but I mean, now I can go buy a cake because I didn't have the money for a cake. I didn't have the money for the cake. Right, I have to wait till the next paycheck to pay for the cake. But I felt terrible about it. But on the flip side, they scanned it. It came up wrong.
They labeled it.
I mean,
then they scanned it.
I don't know. What do you think about that? Like, is that stealing when you know? But you know.
Maybe they had a sale you didn't know about.
They did not have a sale.
I think that's fine.
I don't know.
Because you paid for it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you paid for it.
I paid for something. It wasn't it.
Yeah, my mom's being a fucking liar. She said, I never beat you. Okay, let's get Sandra on here and we'll ask.
Why? Was she eating popcorn while watching you?
She encouraged it.
Well,
she's the one that snitched me out.
You shouldn't have stole the candy bar, dude.
It was a candy bar.
Yeah. Be a good human. Put it back. Jesus is watching.
Well, now I know. That's why I can't steal.
Oh, okay. Well,
I didn't rip off a cake place, but whatever.
I mean, I felt bad about it. But I mean, like you've had those experiences where you're like, all right, do you stop and go back and pay for something that they made a mistake? All right, they didn't scan it. I'm going to go and pay for it. Or they did scan it, you paid for it, and then as you're walking out, you look at the receipt, you're like, oh, that's wrong. Is it worth my time to go back? Or just call this one a win?
Well, I went to go get a Milwaukee pipe wrench. And I just grabbed one out there because I've been wanting it for a while. It was about $60, $70.
Yeah.
It was the skinny one that's about 24 inches.
Yeah.
And it was real nice. And kind of similar. I just grabbed it from I was like, I might get it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I grabbed it, went and scanned it. I scanned it, and I bought a few other things kind of very similar.
Yeah.
Paid for it, and then as I was walking out, I got to my truck. I said, because my total was like $40-something, and I bought the wrench and several other things. I was like, oh, that ain't right. And I looked at it, and then it said Husky 12-inch adjustable wrench.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's not right. And I looked at the tag, and it clearly was a Husky tag on the Milwaukee tool. And I just went with it.
Self-checkout?
No.
Okay.
I hate going to self-checkouts.
I hate self-checkout.
Absolutely hate. Now they make you go to self-checkout at Home Depot.
Yeah.
But I always go to the person because I don't want to scan it.
No, I mean, I like to have interaction, man. It justifies their job, their being. Yeah. You know, they don't take away their jobs.
No. That's how I feel.
Yep.
So my mom said I was teaching you a lesson. Don't steal.
It's true. Don't.
Yeah. Well, I don't steal anymore, Mom. Thanks. I could have a lot of nice things right now.
You should have cut off his hand.
Oh, wrong one. I would have learned.
And then everyone would have known.
Yep. Welcome to DadDimes. It's me and Nubby. Chubby Nubby.
You know what? Shit.
Was that your nickname?
Was that another nickname? That's what I was gonna.
The Chubby Nubby.
I'm glad we're on the same page here.
I wasn't chubby in high school. I was actually fit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've never seen a picture.
I can show you one.
I don't think so.
Ooh, is he on crack?
I don't even. Whoa.
I mean,
That went south.
I was super skinny.
Were you a linebacker?
No, I was quarterback.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, laser rocket arm. My dad is John Elway.
Could beat the hell out of Bo Nix because, you know, he's been sucking lately.
Win's a win, man. I'll take it. Megan liked our show. So did Amanda. Thank you for joining us.
Because they're doing amazing things. What's up, H-Dog?
H-Dog. H-Dog in the house.
No, we're getting there. I like it. I think Avs got their first one.
Oh, yeah. Gianna put that. Avs got their first win. Finally. I think. Didn't they win 2 in a row?
Couldn't tell you. I haven't been watching.
Yeah. I haven't really seen.
Who do they play this week?
No idea.
Broncos.
Oh, Broncos?
Yeah.
They play a formidable foe. The Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
Which in reality, I think, well...
Cedric Green reacted to our DadDimes. What's up, Cedric?
Hell yeah. Carolina Panthers starting quarterback Andy Dalton was in a car accident.
Ooh.
Yesterday?
Not good.
Yesterday they said he's fine.
Yeah.
He was still expected to play. Today they said he's hurt, and so now we got to play against Bryce Young, who got benched. So
we'll see. The odds might be in our favor.
Cedric said, glad to be able to finally catch you guys. We're glad you're here with Cedric. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support.
We're
going to beat the shit out of him.
One of the other old Bronco quarterbacks just got arrested for DUI this week.
Jay Cutler.
Jay, yeah, man.
Jay Cutler. Yep.
Was that in Colorado?
I have no idea.
Is Rob on?
Rob's on.
Rob should know, right? Rob knows Jay.
Does he?
I thought so.
Rob, do you know Jay Cutler?
I thought they had a time together. A thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. Cedric said, hopefully it's not a trap game. Jamarcus Russell did beat the Broncos. That is true.
I mean,
it's very easy for NFL teams to overlook the next team. Hopefully they don't. You know, it's Jake Plummer.
Plummer, okay.
Yeah, Jake Plummer.
Wrong one.
Yeah, Jake Plummer was great.
Yeah.
Jake Plummer got benched for Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler.
Which was stupid.
That was dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what happens though? Chilling this down. Do you like it more or less?
It brings out the, what is that, a peat flavor? Smoky flavor?
The peat should be a scotch.
Yeah. So the smoky flavor?
Yeah. I like it chilled a little bit better thus far. It, which by the way, that's DJ's new pronoun is thus.
Thus, yeah. That's what my email says, at least.
That's what it should be. All of them's.
All of them's.
Thus it shall be.
Thus
no,
and them's.
God, man, I don't. It brings out a little bit of the vanillas, maybe. It makes it slightly more enjoyable, chilling it down. Which I mean, I like most of my whiskeys chilled, but
yeah.
This one specifically, it shifts from. I mean, yeah, you're getting some flavors. It's kind of harsh. It isn't quite mellow, but it does bring out other flavors. I like it. I think it's great. Arthur Bowden and Even? I don't know. Welcome.
Even. Got started on a new show this week I've been putting off.
Ooh, yeah, let's talk about that one.
Yeah, started watching The Penguin.
Oh, yeah.
I was skeptical. It was
spectacle.
I was spectacle about it. First episode did hook me in though.
Yeah, you got hooked.
God damn, that was a good episode.
Nice. Went to Colfax, got hooked.
And then the next night I was like, I'll just watch one more episode, and then bam, I
5 more.
Caught up. Yeah.
Yep.
That's really good. If you guys haven't seen The Penguin,
check it out.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's on Max, which is our next sponsor.
Right. I don't know if we have enough room. Right here, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know. Let's see if the video catches up. Right there. Yep. Cool.
I'll do. You know what I'll do is I just won't wear a shirt, and we could paint my body the Max logo.
Yeah. You know what Max used to be known for?
HBO.
Skinamax.
Oh no. They're still on. Max is HBO.
Yeah, but it's not Cinemax. I thought Max was Max. Is Max.
It was HBO, and then it was HBO Max,
and then it's
now
Max.
It's just Max.
You know what HBO used to be known for?
Skinamax.
After Row.
We never got the channels, but we got the fuzzy.
You got the fuzzy,
got a
right?
Boob every now and again. Oh yeah, spank my hairy ass, and then a boob would pop up.
That's how they reeled you in, was the fuzzies.
Yeah. Good times. Kids don't know the struggle nowadays.
No, I actually had a really cool conversation this week. What's up, Charlie Polovica? I don't know, Russia, love you.
Polska.
So when you first started working on a computer, you had a floppy disk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were like the 6x6s.
Yep.
Okay, that's not 6x6, but ask my wife. That's how I measure. All right. Then we got the 4x4s.
Oh yeah, good old 4x4s.
And you needed like 9 of them to play Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we went to CDs.
Yep.
And then we went to thumb drives.
Yep.
We are on the verge of leaving behind the thumb drive.
What's next?
It's just the cloud. People do not use thumb drives anymore. I was asking the wife, we got a new computer, and I said, hey, it's USB-C. Do you want me to get you an adapter so you can have thumb drives? And she's like, yeah, well, I don't use those. I'm like, oh. We're coming to that spot where all this evolution is moving forward and moving forward and moving forward. You don't need that extra riffraff.
So you're telling me the missus went Hollywood on you?
She's super Hollywood.
Big time, do you?
She is big time.
I noticed when you walked up to her when she got home from work today, she just kind of brushed you off and just continued walking in.
She waved.
She went like this.
No, man, but I mean, like those things. Nevada Justin, you're Justin, I'm Justin, man, welcome. But he's a 1975, so slightly elder. That's cool, though. I got a birthday coming up. I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, getting a little bit older.
Moana.
A little bit great. We're going to see Moana, too. We're getting the theater, man.
Yep.
Working with Bry B-Town. That one, that place down the street. To see if we can get a theater for Moana 2. It's going to be later in the month. It's not going to be for my birthday. I mean, it's not going to be on my birthday. It'll be later in the month when they release it. But, if you're invited, you're invited. You're coming. Welcome to DadDimes. Love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
It's going to be epic.
Yep.
I'm wondering what it's going to take for you to get thrown out. Probably dressing as Maui.
Ooh. I will dress as Maui. I got my skin-tight Maui costume already.
We'll get you the hook.
Yeah, that's all I need.
That's it. It's going to happen.
Lenny, thanks for joining. He said, I got your beads for the picture you sent. Oh, this motherfucker, right? So he sends a picture.
Yeah.
And I'm doing dishes.
Yep.
I think I'm doing dishes. I'm doing either cooking or doing dishes. And I look at it, I'm going to go, what the fuck?
Whoa.
And then, yeah, it was that bad. And then I told my wife, I'm like, did you see what Lenny just sent? And she looked at it and she started laughing. She said, yeah. I was like, is that my sister flashing? I was like, why would he send that to me? She found a shirt that it was a shirt she was wearing. She wore a shirt over it and she did this and it was boobs and hairy fucking
hairy chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it startled me. I was like, I don't want to see that. That was like when she was sitting here and about to flash, right?
That was getting a little awkward.
Yeah.
It was getting a little weird.
So after I was like, all right, cool.
Because this show is not meant for me because we'll get banned and the talker and the tickers and they get a little upset about that. But
we'll be fine on X.
No, X is all about it. X, you do whatever you want.
So I took I had my wife take a picture of me flashing back.
Yeah.
I sent it back and I said, I think my boobs are bigger.
You need beads.
My sister said, you look slimmer since you lost your manhood. I mean, beard.
He is. He is in the gym every day. He's shedding those pounds. We actually have him on a plan right now. And I'm impressed with the progress that you've made.
Yeah. Down 60.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah. Kilos?
Kilos are more than what's less than pounds? 60 ounces.
Ounces?
60 ounces down.
Is a pound?
16 ounces is a pound.
So 16 ounces. I thought you said 16, 60.
60.
Yeah, I got to upgrade my headphones so I can hear you correctly.
Getting old, man.
I just need to turn my volume so I can hear what you're saying. Getting old sucks. That's going to be the next book. Each week we come up with a new chapter of Getting Old Sucks, and this one might be hearing loss.
Hearing loss, yeah. It should be hearing loss or selective hearing.
Could be both.
Some of my hearing loss is just toning out.
I want to talk about this. I don't know if you're going to be... You won't be upset with it. I mean, you're usually not upset with it. Let's do some more proper. We're going to get into it. We're going to get this on the rocks. We're going to do a little bit of dilution. This isn't bad. I want to get in this because this is DadDimes, and we're talking about how there's new experiences as the kids grow up. You had one, which thank God is not going to raise your car insurance. Thank God.
Oh, this is one my wife said not to talk about.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Did she say that? I don't know, but we'll talk about it here in a minute. I don't remember.
If she said
or
you
was
could
it something else?
I mean, this isn't a big deal. I mean, this is something to actually...
Oh, yeah. No. It was something else.
Okay. This is like a good conversation of, how do you address... Which... I guess we really didn't get into it. There was a time when I got a call in the middle of the day and said, "Hey, a friend of your kiddo was driving a little bit fast, slightly over the speed limit, allegedly."
Yeah.
I don't know. Has that been cleared?
It's been cleared.
Did he go to court?
Yep.
Did he plead guilty?
I think so. I think he only got like 2 or 4 points off his license.
Okay. So he was speeding. And like, okay, well, that's a weird conversation I have to have with the kiddo of being in the car with someone that was speeding and then getting a phone call saying you need to go pick up the kid. This one, your kiddo was going slightly over the speed limit, slightly.
Allegedly.
And had his first police contact while driving a car.
Yeah. Which was a much better experience than his first one, that's for sure.
Well,
yeah, so...
Remy is watching.
Hi, Rem. It's not Remy, but hi, Rem. So me and my wife are coming back from something.
Yeah.
And she told me, I just looked at the Life 360.
Yeah.
Dominic was driving 97 miles an hour.
Allegedly,
according to Life 360.
Yeah.
I look at it and it shows he had 3 of them.
Yeah.
One going 99.
Yep.
One going 97.
Yep.
One going 96.
Yep.
And she said, I just texted him about it. Like, we'll talk with him. That's fine. We pull up to the house. She gets a phone call. And it's, I don't know the officer's name or anything.
Officer so-and-so with so-and-so police department.
Yep.
Okay.
And he says,
I'm pretty good about
she's
that.
talking. She's like, oh, well, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? And she's serious. And she said, Dominic just got pulled over. He was going 65 in 35, 45.
I think it was 45 because it was like 20 over. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, we literally was just texting him.
Yeah.
And then she was like, he's not going to give him a ticket because this is their first interaction. And
he didn't have a ticket book.
Huh?
And he didn't have a ticket book.
Yeah, that's probably why.
That more than likely is. He was like, oh, I don't even have my bag for to be able to do this. Probably.
Yeah, so he told my wife, it's kind of unfair. I was in an unmarked car and, he didn't have the updated insurance there, but, do you guys have insurance or whatever? And we're like, yeah. And I'm not going to give him a ticket, just have a conversation with him about speeding.
Yeah.
So, ironically, I'm at your house and we're working on some projects. And Dom comes over. He's like, Dad, I had my cruise control on. There was no way I was going that fast. And I was like, listen.
Yeah, you were.
I'm pretty sure you were. So it was just a conversation with him about, hey, I fucked up. I know I fucked up. I'm sorry. Won't happen again.
Yeah. And
then move on. And he's been a lot better since then.
Really good.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the Live 360 subscription just updated today. We have a year subscription to Live 360.
Oh, nice.
Not a sponsorship. I'm hoping next year we're going to get sponsored for it because Live 360 does save lives, and we always appreciate what they do.
Do you have dumbass teenagers?
Live 360 will catch them. It says, hey, Uncle, I am Remy. Can you call me when you're done?
I sure can, Pumpkin.
I bet you he can.
What do you want me to call you? Yeah. So,
but I mean,
he doesn't do dumb shit all the time.
But that's the thing, though. I mean, no, he does not.
Yeah.
Very proud. He did a 50-yard hang time punt over the weekend.
I don't know the hang time, but he said a 50, 55-yard punt.
Yeah.
So,
and he works hard. He's moving through school. He's doing his thing.
Passed his electrical test today.
Okay.
He's taking something at school.
Zips and zaps.
Yeah. And he passed his electrical. So I was like, you can wire the basement. So he's going to wire the basement now.
I got a guy if you want to just do a double.
So do I. Tom. Cheaper.
Yeah, no, I get it. He's going to wire the basement.
No, he's not really.
I was going to say, for what?
So I can have some mood lighting when I'm down there by myself watching the penguin.
Ooh. Do you still have a backless chair?
No.
You got a new one?
We were throwing a chair away at work, and it was just a wheel that fell off.
Did you put a wheel back on?
Put the wheel back on, bam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say...
No waste around here.
No.
I could go like this.
You could actually... you lean too far back, you fall off the chair because the back fell off.
Yeah. I couldn't lean back before. My mom said, wow, that's awesome, son. My sister said, she's joking. You look great. Very proud of you. And Rob said, can you turn up your headphones or your microphones?
Can we turn them up?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so if you're watching on a device, there's this little thing on the side of your phone called the volume, and if you click the up button...
Well, Rob's almost 50. He can't find that stuff, man.
Actually, we're talking about this. So we're gonna have a different Halloween experience this year.
Oh, this year. I'm excited this year.
Are we gonna dress the card up as anything?
A giant spider or something?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Rob, we have ideas.
Yeah, we got ideas. We can throw bananas at people. Mario Kart up.
You had me at throwing. I'm in.
I was supposed to go to a Halloween party with my wife, and she's like, what should we be? And
Another thing you're doing without me, that's cool.
well, I didn't go. I was sleeping on the couch. But she was like, we could be Peg and Al Bundy. And I was like, that's the fucking coolest shit. I definitely wanted to dress up like Peg and Al Bundy. Well, I would have been Peg. She would have been Al. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I could be Bud.
Hey, Al, you miss me? With every bullet. The good old days.
Who was the neighbor? It was Marcy or Darcy?
Marcy.
Marcy and Steve.
It was Steve.
Yeah, and Steve changed throughout the years.
Well, Marcy and Steve got a divorce, and then it was oh, fuck. I forget his name.
Not Steve.
It wasn't Steve. She married somebody else. In a later episode, Steve came back as a weird bird guy or something. Yeah. But it was Steve, but he was weird now or something.
He's like a weird bird watcher.
Yeah.
God, that was a good series. They don't make them like that anymore.
No. Rob said it was a dad joke when you were talking about losing your hearing. So the microphone was just a dad joke.
Oh, now I can turn it down, so... Okay.
Like, huh? Are you deaf? Huh? It was one of those jokes.
Really cool thing I found this week.
What?
New tech. There are like a heads-up display glasses that will give you auto caption as you're talking. It'll caption on the glasses.
Oh,
it's
really?
made for hard of hearing and deaf. So we could be talking in a room and it will pick up what you're saying, so we can actually interact with the conversation, even though I can't hear what you're saying.
That's pretty cool.
That's actually really cool.
No more need for sign language.
We just bypass the need for ASL.
Yeah, pretty much. Got glasses now.
We have tech.
Rob said, let's do it. I'm building a cooler.
Ugh, I'm in.
Done.
And done.
Done and done.
Well, I know a guy that can
Jefferson.
That can laser engrave it.
My 8-year-old niece, I think she's 8. She said Jefferson.
His name was Jeff?
His name was Jefferson.
No, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks for coming in clutch, Remy.
Hey, thanks for, watching Married with Children.
Love and marriage. That's such a good
Did
show.
you miss me? With every bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the beer gives you gas, but the Bundys kick ass. The nudie bar. You spent a lot of time there yourself.
I did.
Running calls.
I did. I ran so... God, man. Oh, I don't even want to think about that anymore. I was talking to one of you...
boobies!
It all changes when they turn on the ugly lights.
That's what my wife said.
Do you know why they use red lights? Like in the red light district and in gentlemen's clubs and so on and so forth?
It makes everybody look prettier.
It reduces the visual occupancy. Your ability to see cellulite.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you're in a red light room, it reduces the visual aspect of cellulite.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they do it. So when they turn on all the lights and it's like, oh, I'm drinking, we're partying. And it's like, oh, can I get my money back? No.
Too late. Once it's thrown, it's there.
Once it's on the stage, man, money's gone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And the floor. Yeah. I used to, so that was something that I actually thoroughly enjoyed. So after you were able to get it closed down and get everyone out of the club, I would do one walk around to see what I could find on the floor. And I found lots and lots of things. I mean, I found small baggies with white powdery substances. And I was like, I wonder what they were doing. I found...
Maybe a tooth whitening agent?
Could have been, yeah. There was money always on the ground. You know, that always went somewhere. Someone picked it up and it was there $1 or $2 extra for the night.
Yeah.
Various toys.
Huh.
Yeah, I was like, that's weird. Underwear. Like boxers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, someone...
That's a skill to take your underwear off your pants on.
That, or a kilt. I don't know what's going on. What else, man? I found all kinds of stuff. Car keys all the time. I'm like, well, the good news is you're not driving.
Yeah.
Cell phones. I mean, that was it. Wallets. I remember one of the reports that we took set. A dancer had stolen someone's cell phone. And at the end of the night, they got them all lined up. And they're all like, no, we didn't do anything. You can't prove it. No, we didn't do anything. You couldn't prove it. Called the number and the purse started buzzing. You're like,
ma'am, come with me.
You. God, you're stupid. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a different world. Those people are nuts. They live a different life. Drinking, not peeing. Appreciate that.
I did a little both.
Golfer's on. What's up, golfer? We need to go golfing.
We do.
It's on our list.
It's on the list of things we need to do. Golfing. We haven't even went fishing this year.
God, we didn't go fishing one time this year. Mm-mm. That's a shame.
That's a sad day.
Yep.
I'll tell you what.
What?
Told you.
If you took out a SBA loan due to the COVID 19 issue, you know, they were giving out like $10,000 per business. They're like, oh, you know, if you're harmed with COVID, we'll give you $10,000. And you didn't have a business this week only, they are now issuing warrants for your arrest for fraud.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Feds finally came up and like, all right, it's been since 2019. We checked the list of businesses that actually were out there and the businesses that asked for money. And your name wasn't on the list of an actual business out there.
Warrant.
You go to jail. Yeah.
So if your guys' name don't get called, you got away with one.
You got 10 grand? Just enough. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, and here's a weird thought for you. I've been going philosophical lately. We were talking about Wim Hof. We were talking about, and like, hey, Wim Hof's great, and you know he's amazing, and he's like a hippie guru who is just out there trying to like spread his word of trying to make life better.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to him lately, and he's like, yeah, your central nervous system and all your veins and arteries, and if you were able to spread that across the world, it would circle it 3 times. I was like, that's a lot of crap that you have inside you.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. But he was also saying, you know, like, don't lie, cheat, steal, and just give love, just give happiness. That's kind of cool.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
I've never heard that before. I like it.
I say it all the time.
I was going deep into what taxation looks like these days. And I kind of came to the conclusion on something, and this is kind of going out there, and we don't want to get too far out of DadDimes because we need to start doing rating. We need to talk about the whiskey. You are taxed on every dollar that you make, and you are taxed where you live, and you are taxed on everything you buy, and you are taxed on everything, and then you're asked to tip on everything that you do. You're taxed for your gas. You're taxed for the tires on the car of the vehicle that you purchased that you were taxed on. and they're always asking to increase taxes. And I was like, huh, interesting. So then I started looking at law enforcement. And, I'm a retired cop. And we were always asking for more cops. And we're saying, we never have enough money. We always need more cops. We need to fight crime. Crime needs to go down. And then I started looking how much money they were making. And even recently, I got a call from one of my friends. And like, I just bought a brand new Corvette. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, did the taxpayers pay for that? Because they're the ones that pay for your paycheck. And how bad does it look when you're driving into a city in your brand new Corvette and you have homeless people up and down the streets that were completely overtaxed their entire life to make sure that you can go and combat this crime wave, and when you leave, you're going, I don't know, 130 miles an hour in your brand new Corvette to your $500,000 house. Is there like a problem here? Like, have we come to a point where we're paying too much for things that aren't really benefiting?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, my sister brought up a good point.
Yeah.
She said the irony is we wanted freedom from Great Britain to get away from being taxed. So that was over like a 2% tax increase, right? It was like
of tea.
Yeah.
That's why you had the Boston Tea Party. Yeah.
Yep. So, and now we get taxed on every dollar we earn, every dollar we spend, and additional.
Didn't you have property tax? I don't know. It just was a random thing. And then we had this weird, deep conversation internally looking at what's going on in this world. And all of a sudden you're like, man, like I make $1, but for every dollar that I make, 70 cents goes to someone else.
Well, there's a good, I guess like a nursery rhyme me and my brother always say.
Yeah.
My boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
But you can't poop enough
to
make that $1 worth it.
You'd be surprised how much poop comes out of me.
I get it, but I mean, it's just this weird thing. And, we were just having this conversation. I was like, yeah, damn, man. Like, we are now paying for things that no longer benefit us.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
like thumb drives.
Like goddamn thumb drive. They no longer, at some point, you are going to get replaced, and you are no longer going to be relevant. So, Elon Musk just came out with these new robots that we're going to be running out in about 5 years, and they can make you drinks. And I'm like, okay, so the bartender is no longer relevant. And then he's like, oh, and we have these robo-taxis because we need to get rid of Uber. And I'm like, okay, so there's an entire industry of people that are Ubering right now that are no longer going to be relevant. And then you're like, God, man, at what point did we go a little too far?
Probably within the last, 20 years?
Probably less than that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's odd to think to yourself that, governments can shut down because they're not getting paid enough. And then you're like, hang on a second. I owe every year. What do you mean you're not getting paid enough? And I'm one of how many in the nation? I don't know.
I've already paid this much taxes and I owe this much more.
Yeah. It's just not making sense anymore. It's just weird. But we don't want to get too deep. We don't want to make this weird. But Dad,
it really sucks when you have fucking 14 kids at home and you still got to pay taxes. I thought once you got over a certain amount of kids, hey, you start getting some kickbacks.
Yeah, once you have a herd, they should be like paying you.
They're like, hey, you got 12 kids, but you still owe us some money.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Make less.
Yeah. Well, the other day when Danielle was at work and I was with the baby and everything, I think I texted you and Brandon and Derek and them saying I felt like a single mom. Mm-hmm. And then I'm just waiting for my EBT card to come in.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. It hasn't came in.
Well, I was talking to another buddy who he's a 100% disabled veteran, and he has a disability. He got hurt while he was working as a police officer. I mean, he got jacked up, so he is fully disabled as a police officer. So all the money that he makes on his disability, and I'm not saying that he doesn't. He deserves every penny that he gets. He has served his nation. He has served his community, and it bruised, battered, and beat the hell out of him. But all of his money that he receives is tax free. So his yearly income is $0 with a child. He gets welfare. He gets food stamps. He gets all of these things. And I'm like, out of all the people that probably like deserve having these benefits that have like, I mean, he was blowing up overseas and he had like nasty traumatic brain injuries and stuff like that. But I'm like, you need to be able to make $0 for all of your tax money that you end up paying to come back into your pocket. Yeah. That doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. That's horrible. But we're going philosophical. We have notes. What's up?
Gianna just said apparently you can't use your EBT cards at strip clubs, so what's the point?
They've tried.
Touche.
All right, so I'm going to end this conversation with one last thing. Yes, you can, because there's certain clubs in the greater Glendale area that are labeled as restaurants.
Oh.
So if you go to certain establishments in the greater Glendale area and you swipe your card, it comes up as a credit to the Bavarian Inn, which is a former German restaurant.
Yeah.
Not a gentleman's club.
I wonder if the mayor had something to do with that.
I wonder.
So, yeah, there's one. So my EBT card better get in here soon.
Yeah, you just keep swiping for food. Like, man, I just got to have another meal. Had another meal. Yeah,
you can't swipe their butt crack. You got to actually swipe something.
They don't have the square implanted yet. They were working on it when I left, but
I think we got a new top fan this week.
Do they have like the tap feature?
The tap feature?
We do have a new top fan.
Flap it.
Well, it's kind of a new top fan. It's an old new top fan. Rose to the Top was the only one that came up on the list, but congratulations.
A rise to the top. Bam! Paul John Murray.
Paul, yep. He is on his route en route to where's the Riverwalk in Texas? Do you know? San Antonio.
San Antonio.
He's on his way to San Antonio to pick up John. They're going to be driving back. John's going to be our guest next week, and at least he goddamn better we after all this buildup. And we're going to be having the first. No, do you want to say? Yeah, let's announce it. Let's announce it next week. We're going to have the first DadDimes annual
Jack Off. We're doing the Jack Off next week, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be magnificent. It's not as weird as it sounds.
We're going to be going doing a run through jacks. We're going to say, I don't know, is it going to be like a blind test to try to figure out which ones? Oh, my Lord.
We're going to have the missus pour them, label them somewhere.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have to try to figure out
what jack goes to which bottle.
Yep. Gianna says you guys got to wear costumes next week.
Okay. How are we going to do that?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a day before Halloween.
I mean, I'm taking Halloween off because of the jack off. There's 8 different jacks we're bringing into the studio.
They're already here.
There's 8 different jacks that are already in the studio, ready to go.
10. We forgot 10, 12, so that's 10. We didn't even mention the 10-year and 12-year.
Oh my god. Oh,
There's going to be a lot of jacking off here next week, guys.
We are.
It's going to be great.
We're doing it. It's going to be great.
And we have a goddamn American hero coming.
That's why we're bringing out the American Jack.
Yep. Single malt.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm not going to
lie. I was excited. I'm a little fearful now. 10?
10 of them.
That's a lot.
Oh, another good point. Tomorrow night, if you guys are not busy, there is a very important football game going on. You have the 8-0 Riverdale Ridge Ravens facing off against the 7-1 Broomfield Fucknuts. I don't know what the Broomfield guys are.
Broomfield. let me write that down. Broomfield F
Nuts.
Okay.
It's Friday night. It's going to be.
It's not tomorrow.
Well, I meant Friday.
Okay.
Friday night. It's the 4A game of the week.
What time?
I believe 7 o'clock. Dom, you can confirm.
7 o'clock would be great because it's after.
Oh, she said Eagles. I like fuck nuts better.
Eagles, okay.
Broomfield Eagles. Yeah.
Eagles, okay.
And nothing against them. They're just playing against my
your little boy.
My baby boy, who's gonna probably kick the shit out of them. So it's actually gonna be a very good game. Broomfield's.
It's the final, right?
No, I think they still got a few more games, but I think Dom could help me. Dom said I don't play till Saturday. He's a JV warrior. He suits up for varsity though.
Oh, so we're gonna go.
He could always get to go. I'm going. Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna be there,
yeah,
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Are you going to Wapos?
Pending when we get off of work, possibly.
It's Friday.
I know. I missed today.
You didn't miss it.
Well, I didn't miss it, but I left.
I mean, you had important things that had to get done, and I really appreciate you doing those. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so, I mean,
Saturday JV game will be at Riverdale Ridge High School.
Okay. Where is the Friday one?
Broomfield.
Ooh, that's a drive.
I think it's like a 15-minute drive for us.
Is it closer to Wapos?
A little bit.
Then I'm in. I love it.
Yeah. So the winner of this game is more than likely going to go on to win the 4A championship.
Just going to do it.
Or at least be a contender in it.
Okay.
So
all right.
I'm excited for that game.
You know what? If you're there, I'm there.
Oh, yeah.
And we're there together.
We'll be there.
All right. Got to get into some ratings. Proper 12, Irish Whiskey, Conor McGregor. Neat. Hang on a second. So 0 to 5, being, you know what the rating says. 0 to 5.
Let's see. Neat. I'd say probably 2.6.
That actually makes sense.
It's better than average.
So, again, $20 bottle, Irish whiskey. It's a 2.5 for me, but it's not bad, and it does get better.
It does get better. My chilled rating goes to 2.8.
Yeah?
I liked it better chilled.
I will tell you my chilled rating is a 3.0 flat.
Okay.
It significantly increases. But putting it on the rocks, let's talk.
On the rocks, I actually like it a little bit better on the rocks.
Yeah.
The dilution for this one actually, I think, brings out a little bit more flavor. So my rating is going to go 2.8.
It was already 2.8.
Well, I thought it was 2.6, 2.8, 2.9.
Slightly better. Okay.
Slightly better.
I'll keep it at 3.0. It doesn't take anything away from it. It actually makes it. It's not just a tolerable thing by any means, because it is a good whiskey. Is it better chilled? I think so. Is it better on the rocks? I think you get a different variation of a palate as it continues to dilute.
Yep.
It's good. It's good.
Majoey Anasaj Nigo Beacon posted something. Liquor and bourbon.
Yeah, probably selling his crap.
Yeah. So we'll delete that off there.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well,
doesn't affect us.
Is he gonna
sponsor?
Is he gonna sponsor?
Probably not.
Is he gonna send us something?
No. Not like our friends over at Cherrywood Liquor.
No, our friends at Cherrywood Liquor always give us the best deals out there.
Yeah.
136 Colorado Boulevard.
Yeah. Tell them that you're coming in for DadDimes. They're going to give you a DadDime special. They're going to give you a hug. They're going to give you love. That's how it works at Cherrywood Liquor.
That is true. Now he's blowing the thing up.
Is he?
Yep.
Well, I mean, at least he knows how to blow.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, he found us.
That works.
We're founded.
Keep those comments coming in because we need them for ratings.
Yeah. Yeah, send us stars, butthole.
Yeah.
Don't call me a butthole. Don't try to tell my dad what to... Butthole. Is what it is. You know what? Dad Dime of the Week. We're wrapping this thing up. What are your thoughts, man?
I don't know, man. Ooh. When in doubt, grow it out.
I mean, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We don't like to get deep into politics on this show, but I would really highly suggest whatever you do whatever's passionate for yourself. We've had some people putting up signs lately.
Yeah.
Like a sign war.
Sign war.
And here's the deal, man. If that's your passion, that's your passion. But just know that your sign isn't going to change what I'm going to do. Are they still blowing?
Yeah.
Like deep blowing?
Just posting the same shit.
Oh, over and over and over again?
Yeah.
Spamming us?
Yeah.
Love it. just do your research, man. Just know what's going on in this world, and just be true to yourself. Be true to what you think you want to go in the right direction, and
make an educated decision. Don't do it because you hear this or you hear that.
Don't do it because you saw a commercial. The commercials are stupid. I have seen so many commercials of Congressperson did this, and then the next commercial is like, but no, they didn't. I'm like, all right, so you're both lying to me. Like, I have to do my own research. I have to be able to look into this stuff and just know that, I'm not going to do it because it's a D or an R, Democrat, Republican. I'm going to do it because...
Oh, I thought it was doctor.
I mean, it could be, yeah. Or an R and a D. I'm putting my time, energy, and effort to make sure that, this just follows who I think should be the next person who's going to say, no more stupid taxes. Because, god damn, man, we're overtaxed. But, just make sure it follows your beliefs, and that's it.
Yep.
You just follow who you want to be, and
I'm just doing what you do.
There'll never be judgment, man. I used to tell my wife, because she was like, well, I'm going to vote for this. And I'm like, I'm going to vote for the opposite, so your vote doesn't count. And she's like, that's funny, because I just fill out your thing anyway, and then you sign it at the bottom. I'm like, you got me. No, but I mean, just be true to yourself. That's how it has to be, because you know what? No one else, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Be who you want to be.
Yep.
It's your world. Enjoy love.
Yeah.
And
it goes by quick, that's for sure.
Man, you only get one. Don't screw it up. You only get one. So, DadDimes on the rocks. Next week, we have a special guest. We have a special event. We're looking forward to it. And as always,
next week, you will see us doing the jack off.
It's happening.
We're jacking off right here in the studio. Stay tuned. Tell all your friends. Everyone's going to love it.
Yeah, you want to watch that live.
You do want to watch, and it's not even on our OnlyFans.
I know.
So
Or Feet Finders,
which the camera is getting a lot of attention back here. I got another phone set up down there where I could see some comments. It's getting pretty good.
It's getting pretty sweaty.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate the support. Love you guys. And we'll see you next week.
Love you.